What's good, YouTube? Research here, back on the channel with another video. And today, the video is going to be a combination of just talking about the Dragon Stars line and also doing an unboxing of this Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta that I just got. So, to start off, I just got the Dragon Ball recently. I obviously known it existed most of my life, but I'm 20 now and I just got into it. And I gotta say, it's really, really awesome and cool. Love the characters, love the fights and everything. So far, my favorite character is Broly, and then number 2 is Beerus. And I believe third was Piccolo, and fourth might be Vegeta, but I don't know who fifth is. So, while I'm talking, I'm going to unbox the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and talk about the Dragon Stars line. So, excuse me. So, I got into the Dragon Stars line because I felt that I wanted to get back into collecting, and I have all the McFarlanes I wanted, so I decided that I just got into Dragon Ball, so why not collect Dragon Ball figures? And Dragon Stars is the most commercially available figure line for me, because I know a lot of people say they just get the SH figure arts, but I don't want to deal with them. These figures are simpler and less of a headache to deal with, because I don't know if it's just me, but the more stuff comes with a figure, the more headache it gives me, because I know I'm not going to use most of it, and I am fine with a figure just coming with the essentials. I see all the stuff G.I. Joe figures come with, and that's not me. But I know that sounds weird, it probably is, but yeah. So, to spare you the noise, I'm going to cut the camera and get him out this styrofoam. Or not styrofoam, this plastic off camera so you don't have to hear it. Okay, so I've got Mr. Gogeta out of the packaging. And I gotta say, so far, just from holding it, I'm liking this figure. I don't like how his leg juts out like that, but I can just fix that with posing him. But yeah, everything, this right leg does seem a bit loose, but shouldn't impact posing or standing or anything. Yeah, see? He just poses right there. Let me back these guys up so you can see. That's another thing I've been liking about this line so far, that they're every figure I have is pretty easy to stand. I've been meticulous in what figures I've chosen to collect or not. Like, been watching a bunch of reviews and going through the Reddit and just making sure, like, which figures are better and which figures are worse or not. But yeah, so as you can see, I have 5 figures so far. I have the first form Frieza on the way. That should be here with a video about that this upcoming Tuesday. Really excited for him. First form Frieza looks great. But back into Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. This guy looks awesome. Yeah, just the figure cuts the silhouette. Most of the joints are very tight and everything. The paintwork is good. I love the matte black. The matte, I believe that's yellow on the jacket. And I want to take the jacket off so you can see the shading. The shading is heavy, but I really like it. It's heavy on camera. I mean, it's heavy in real life, but you can probably see it on the back there or something. But yeah, really like this figure. You can see the gap in between the arms and the torso. I want to make a custom, but I've yet to figure out how to tear down these figures. You can see the knee articulation joint there. This will just be more of a talking video rather than a review about the just whole Dragon Stars line, because this figure's been out for years, I presume, at this point. But yeah. So the first figure I got was Goku Black at Ross, Super Saiyan Rose. I got him for $17 just as a test figure to test if I was going to collect this line or not. And he did enough that intrigued me to collect this line. So then I got Beerus next. Really enjoyed him. Then I got Goku. This Goku from Superhero. I think the most recent base Goku. And I really enjoyed him. He just cuts an excellent silhouette of Goku. And then you have Broly over here, which I got a few days ago, my favorite character, and I really enjoyed that one. I think that's a good size for a Wrathful Broly, since that's the version that came in the box. But yeah, I think it's a good size. I like it. I wanted to get the other Broly, but I've seen so many people talk about QC issues that I held off on that for a little bit. I might get it, I might not. But like I said, first form freezes on the way. So yeah, really enjoying this line so far. It's not that I could get SH Figure Arts, but I'd rather have multiple figures for the same amount of money than just one or two. And I'm a simple collector. I've mainly collected McFarlane, and a lot of people argue about posability with McFarlane, especially these, but for me, it's just gonna sit there on the shelf in a static pose and that I'll change every once in a while. So it's not really posability isn't really a sticker for me, because as long as it can pose, getting the poses it needs to be in, that's not really a problem to me. So the only problem I'm having with this figure dislike is probably the gaps around the waist, but like I said, you manipulate it, you can barely even see it there now. Yeah, the articulation is pretty good. Let's do a run through. So the elbow gets a little bit above 90 without pushing it. Arm goes up that far with the jacket on, and as you saw, goes unimpeded with the jacket off. Double jointed knee gets back that far. They did try to do a little bit of sculpting on the inside of the knee to make it a less ugly, I guess you could say more appealing bend, but it still has that overlap there. But that didn't really bother me that much, especially when posing. I'm a simple collector. If I like the figure and it does enough for me, then that's it. Head down that far and barely up at all. Got 360 at the waist. Now the only gripe I have about these figures, well, not gripe, but if I could choose one thing to make them better, it would be to have a diaphragm cut on all of them, and that would make them all 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, ankle all the way around, not much. Got a good bit of up and not that much down, but like I said, these are relatively easy to pose or stand, like there. But yeah, so that's Gogeta. I'm enjoying this figure. It was an impulse buy because I originally went to Walmart to get a pickup for Piccolo and Perfect Cell, but they canceled the order and they didn't have them, so I went in the store. Instead of doing a pickup, I went inside and found this Gogeta and a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and other figures. I'll get Goku eventually, but I just went in there and decided to get this guy and not come home empty handed. And for impulse buy, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed and pleased. Fifth figure out of the line. The next figure I really want is either superhero version Piccolo or Saiyan armor Vegeta. That's gonna be my main Vegeta that I collect. And yeah, really enjoying this line and just having fun collecting it. I know there's some discourse that people like to bring up about like I said earlier, just collect SH Figure Arts, but sometimes something more basic and just simpler. It's just like I said, collect what you enjoy, because spending any amount of money should be on something you enjoy, and not just because other people tell you to, like, you should buy this high level, quote unquote high level thing over something you enjoy. So yeah, 5 figures here, and just really enjoying this Gogeta, excuse me. And I think he's the same size as this Broly, which is probably the wrong scaling when he's in his raffle form, bulked up a bit, but doesn't matter too much to me. So I got first form Frieza on the way, and I'm looking for, like I said, Scouter Vegeta, Saiyan armor Vegeta, and I really want Nappa, and I hope they make a Raditz, so I can have that Saiyan arriving on Earth trio. But yeah, really enjoying these figures. The articulation isn't bad to me. Like I said, if I can get them in a pose simple action pose, as long as they do what they need to do, then posing is 10 out of 10 to me. But yeah, and I guess I dropped one, but he came with 2 grabby hands, just like this. If you have any of these figures, you know the deal. And let's see, I put him on the flight stand and get him in a pose before the video ends. Okay, so here we have Mr. Gogeta. I was fumbling around with the flight stand, but it was taking too long and making me aggravated, so just decided to end the video. But yeah, that's just a little 10 minutes of me rambling about this, doing a review of this figure, plus rambling about how I like Dragon Stars, and really excited to collect this line. It's helping me get back into collecting, while also having something to represent my love of Dragon Ball. I'm really excited to get more into that and watch more of it, but yeah. So I've been Reese Rich. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.